All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back, Card Slinging Maniacs. And today we are taking a look at a budget weapon warrior. This is a different variation on the video I made a couple days ago. In relation to the free core set that's given to everybody. Um, that sounded like I said corset, like the clothing item. No, I meant like the core set of cards given to everybody. Um, but that being said, this is a variation on what you can do with a little bit more dust as you start to, accumulate dust and cards um, in the wild, let's say, of the different games you're gonna play. But yeah, so here we have, I guess we'll just go over the cards that weren't in my core set video. So we got Peasant. This one is really nice. You just drop it on turn one or whenever you get a chance, and if it survives until next turn, it'll give you another card. And every single turn it survives, it will give you another card. So that's just the game being much much more in your favor the more the game goes on, as long as you keep this little guy alive. And I mean, sometimes they just won't have a way to deal with it. You'll just be able to draw multiple cards with him, and it's just fantastic. Now the next card that wasn't in my core set video, we got Forged in Flame. Destroy your weapon, draw cards equal to its attack. So, as you'll see here, we have a couple different weapons here. We have the Asharan Trident, which is just a nice value weapon. But then we also have two Gore Howls sitting in our deck that will help us draw literally a full hand of cards if we want to hit that with Forged in Flame. So yeah, nice little combo there to give you a full hand towards the mid to late game. To just kind of get yourself back into the game. Because oftentimes with these lower mana curve decks, you will end up running out of cards towards the late game. So Forged in Flame is kind of there to, help give you more options in the mid to late game. Then we have Harbor Scamp, just a 2 mana 2/2, drawing a pirate. We have a few different pirates in this deck. The Defias Cannoneer, the Stonewall Anchorman, etc., etc. So these different pirates, we'll be drawing them. We also have the Bloodsail deckhand it can draw. But yeah, just having a 2 mana 2/2 draw a card, draw a minion as well, tends to be very important. So yeah, just having a 2 mana 2/2 that replaces itself is really nice for the early game. And I mean, if you happen to play it late game, it's not a dead card because it gives you another card right away. So yeah, other than that, we got the Obsidian Smith. Battle Cry, you're gonna dredge. So dredge lets you look at the the bottom three cards of your deck, and then you're gonna pick one of those, and then it's gonna go to the very top of your deck. And in this case, if it's a minion or a weapon, you're gonna give it +1/+1. So this is a nice way of saying, hey, I have this card on turn 2, I play this card, I dredge, I find a 3 mana card. We have quite a few 3 mana cards in the deck. It gets +1/+1, and I have a play immediately for next turn. The interesting part about this as well is that it will fish us this Asharan Trident for the Forged in Flame combo. And if we do it that way, the Trident will get destroyed, but we will draw 4 cards straight up. So that's really nice, and it's a nice way to kind of set up for that. In the late game, it can also look for Gorehowl to kind of set up the same combo, but searching for that Trident will enable that combo a lot earlier. Just a 2 card combo to give you a bunch more cards with Forged in Flame. And then, as we go a little bit further down, we do have the Defias Cannoneer. I figured if we have weapons and we're attacking with them anyway, because, I mean, weapons you attack, if we're attacking with weapons anyway, we might as well get rewarded for it. And this is going to reward you each time you attack by dealing 2 random damage to an enemy. Um, so twice. So it goes boom, boom, with some cannons. And I mean, that really can weaken your opponent. It can get rid of many little minions. It can clear, soften up bigger minions so you can deal with them a lot easier. It's just such a fantastic card. And if this sticks around on the board, you're pretty much winning the game. Then you already know these two from our last video. Stonewall Anchorman is just a really solid 5 mana 4/6. It has Rush, so you can attack something right away. And usually it'll come down, it'll kill something, and then you get to draw a card as well because it's been wounded, which is where Frenzy comes in. With Frenzy, the first time it takes damage, if it survives, the effect will trigger. So basically, you drop the Stonewall Anchorman, it comes in, it kills something a little bit smaller than itself, and then you draw a card. So, I mean, not only did you get rid of an enemy minion, you played your own minion, and you drew a card. It's just such a good tempo play, all in one, just for 5 mana, and it's a really, really, really strong card, in my opinion. Plus, it can be tutored out. We can make sure we have it for turn 5 with the Harbor Scamp. So that's really nice. And then we have the Gore Howl for the Forged in Flame nonsense. Plus, it's just a really good board control tool. If we get it out there, it can help us clear multiple minions. Or just make a last-minute burst at the opponent's face for a nice chunk of damage if we really want to, which is really nice. And then, last but not least, we got the Black Scale Brute. So it's a 7 mana, 5 attack, 6 health creature. When you play it, if you have a weapon, it summons an additional 5 attack, 6 health minion with Rush. So that minion with Rush can attack immediately. So you're paying 7 mana, you're getting a big taunt, you're getting a Rush creature, probably, because you have so many weapons. And by so many, I mean 4. But I mean, that's still a good chunk. And then, but yeah, you're getting a 5/6 taunt, and then you're also getting a 5/6 that can attack immediately, probably killing off something and giving you a pretty good chance on the board. So yeah, just in general, I figured that was a pretty good minion to help us end the game. You know, it has a big, it has one big part, and then it has another big part. The second big part can attack right away, and give us a bit of a, give us a bit more of a chance on board. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. As you can see, it's a pretty cohesive package here. You know, we start off at turn 1, we have strong plays. You know, turn 2 we have strong plays. Turn 3 we have strong plays. After that, you know, we're kind of looking towards wrapping up the game or pressuring the opponent in some way. Everything past 3 mana. I mean, you know, Darius Crowley comes down, can take out a minion, keep growing. That's a pretty threatening card. Stonewall Anchorman, just kind of draws cards, is a pretty strong card itself. Black Scale Brute is, if you have a weapon equipped, it'll summon an additional creature, so you have 2 big creatures for the price of 1, and really, really cool to help you finish off games there. And then Gore Howl, of course, is a very synergistic card in this particular deck, and yeah, just in general, can also swing for a big chunk of damage if we really wanted to. So yeah, definitely look forward towards trying this deck out. I really can't wait to give it a try. It seems to be a very cohesive, very fun kind of package, and I really cannot wait to see you on ladder, and hopefully this deck works just as good as it did, or as I imagine it's going to, in the actual game. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.